Hello everyone, welcome to WhittleSpot. Here we are again with another fellow founder of ours, and let us ask him what he's been building all while, and what is he going through. Hey Milan, how are you doing, man?
Hi, all good. Just have a beautiful day. Right now it's the beginning of the month, so I have some administrative stuff that I actually hate, but sometimes we need to do that as well. But as I'm over of that, so it's the beginning of the beautiful day.
Yeah, being a founder, we have to do everything, man.
Yeah, sometimes. But actually, right now we are working on an AI agent that can collect all of the data that my contractors and colleagues track during the month, and from that, this agent turns everything into the invoices for the companies who we are working for, so they can see everything, what we worked, how we worked, how much does it going to cost. So the agent will discuss everything about that, and I'm excited because then I won't need to do that later on.
Nice, nice. So as I've seen that you have founded an agency. Can you let us know when you have founded it, and with what businesses you were working with, and what was your major service to them?
Yeah. So for me, I don't have the exact date when I founded the agency because my way was a bit trickier. So I started as a freelance graphic designer back then, like 10 years ago. And during the university, I seen like, okay, I don't have more time for do the work. So I started hiring my classmates to do the work for me. And that's how it started turning into an agency. But we were still just Milan and his friends are doing graphic design works. And as we worked on more and more complex projects, I needed to hire an SEO expert, a media buyer, people who can shoot content, edit content. So we started growing, and also our clients started became more and more complex with their works. So I just started with the corner flower shop and with the local bakery and this kind of small businesses around us. And from that, I just try to make the best work that I can. And somehow I ended up to right now we are working with Red Bull, Bolt, McKinsey, and also big companies, big names out there as well. Um, but I still have to work on smaller projects where a new startup founder or a new local business with some great idea start to do anything, because we have some success stories when somebody just started something like 5 years ago. There were a guy who started a local cleaning business, and right now they are in all of the big supermarkets with their products, and we are designing them so cool stuff and help them on the way. So every of the steps of a business have different challenges, and I love to grow together with my clients as well.
Right, right. So it's mostly the content part you help them, or what is your major, I would say, service to them? How do you help them? Is
Yeah,
it like paid marketing, like organic content you help them out?
Yeah, it depends on the company's state at the moment, because firstly we start with the brand identity or a rebranding for them. So it's more likely design heavy positioning and strategical parts. And as we are finished with everything, then we turn into a full service agency where we do the media buying for them, where we have them help them advertise their products, and the special brand building tools we also use. It's always depends on the market, but my approach is to let's see what's the strategy behind your growth or your business goals, and turn these goals into a marketing strategy. And if the marketing strategy says that like I need to pay for Google and Facebook a lot of money, and then it will bring you the new customers, then we are doing that. But sometimes we are doing it in another way, and use other techniques for let them grow.
So, like, what is your like favorite niche? Is it like clothing, or like baking, or what is your favorite niche?
Yeah, for me the extreme stuff, because for me personally I love to go surfing, wakeboarding, do anything that is extreme. And if there's a company like Red Bull who's connected to this ideas, so yeah, it's so easy for me to just like see that, okay, I love that. um so that's one part. And the another part is when, so it's not a niche but more about a mindset. So like every of the companies who want to make some great kind of change in the world. So like uh every of us worked with a restaurant, and every of the restaurants are nearly the same, so they like selling food for people and that's all. But some of them are doing it in a nicer way, some of them are doing it in not that nice and not that fancy way. But if we have a company who, for example, with this cleaning company, they are about the zero emission, and they are returning the bottles, and actually have something that helps the globe as well. I really love this kind of projects because also my teammates are selected with good people. So for them, it's also a reason to work on something meaningful, not just work on somebody's capitalist ambitions.
Understood. So you say that you relate more to the emotion of the brand, you know, rather
Yeah,
than
and then for me, always a great niche if the niche isn't existed before in our company. So like if it's a new niche that we can work with, it's always so interesting to go into a new topic. But yeah, it's more about like how can we help somebody to make some change in the world, and that's the main reason of our existence.
any favorite campaign that you guys have done to any of your clients and you, I mean, really loved it.
Yeah, actually, that is there were one campaign that we did for a fashion company. They are a high fashion company, and in high fashion, it's the spring, summer, and the fall, winter collections that they usually try to show out for their customers and try to make the biggest show. And with one of our customers in Hungary, they uh, they wanted something big, and together with them we discussed to just rent out the airport in Budapest. So we made the fashion show within the kind of, we have the new airport and we have the old one, and the old one is kind of an event space. So we made the concept about the whole fashion show will be a travel experience for the customers, where we travel up to Iceland. And actually, what we did is that we designed everything that the customers of their store will feel like it's going to be a travel. So they had the invitations as the flight tickets that they needed to bring with themselves to the airport, where they needed to go through the checkout. So the actually where they needed to give the codes and just dress down. In that place, it was actually the security place where we went through this whole experience. Then in the waiting area, they partnered up with Mercedes and with a watch retailer company. So as they waited for the flight, that is actually the fashion show, they've been able to go around and check the cars and check the watches and check the jewelry. And when the show started, we also made a huge screen, like 100 square meters, big screen, where the visuals were about to fly up, and you need to fast.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's okay. So like in the beginning of the show, you needed to fasten your seatbelt, you needed to prepare your phone for a videograph the show and everything about that. As we flew up, then the clothes appeared in the stage, and the whole experience was around this flying and traveling thing. So that was something that is I so related on, because I always wanted to design for an airplane company or somebody who's like related to fly. And it turned out that we've been able to design them a private jet and make the photo shoot in the airport with the clothes, with the models and everything. So it's something that where I've been able to just think a lot as a designer and have a beautiful challenge that is not the everyday stuff that you need to do.
Sounds very interesting, man. Sounds very interesting.
Thanks.
Nice. I mean, I've been working with a lot of, brands as well, but our major service was into, handling paid advertisement for the brands. It's
Hmm.
mostly handling Meta and Google ads for them. So the creative part, I don't know, we just from the beginning it was just paid advertisements we were good at and we were handling it. But I really love to get into that creative part, but I've never been. And now we are building AI tool for to help e-commerce businesses for leak detection, engine for Meta and Google Ads.
Hmm.
Hope, but I'm waiting for an opportunity to make that creative stuff to
Yeah.
the brands.
Actually, these are really, really great stories. When you can have a creative campaign and you can do that, it's really great for brand building, and some of the big brands can allow them to do that. But in the everyday life, usually the systems and everything that you can make once and sell it more and more times are so stable revenue wise. So actually, that's what I seen as well. Like if we have a company who we're working with their media buying, and next to that we are doing the creative part, it's always something that is a recurring thing that I can calculate with. But for the creative campaigns, it's usually the cherry on the top of this cake, because you need to do all of the maintenance work, and up to that you can do that. And in the beginning of my career, that was the big volatile thing in my business, that this creative part is sometimes it's so many clients for that, and when you made everything for everyone, then maybe they are chill for a half year, and then you have lower amount of work, and this had this
Yeah,
like wavy feeling. And that's why I also started to do so many maintenance stuff, because it's more
nice,
calculatable.
right. Do you guys handle, I mean, paid advertisement for the brands as well, Meta and Google Ads or
Yeah.
TikTok ads?
Yeah. Just this thing is something. So like, because I came from the graphic design part and not from the media buying part, this is the part that
Hmm.
I'm not deeply understand how it works and why it works. So I know the high level strategies about that, but I have my teammates who's are experts on that. So like I just work with senior media buyers who have 10 plus years of experience, and they know what to do and why to do. And for that part, I'm just not that interested, because I know that it's numbers, and if you make it well and the product is well as well, then the whole system will work. And it's not that big excitement for me, so that's why I never spend time within the media buying
I get that.
part.
I get that you are a creative mind. I get that. And we are building a tool for them to get better. Just let them know that they might be interested. It's called
Yeah.
whittlesback.ai.
Hmm.
It'll really help them in their, numbers and, setting up straight and getting more, efficiency of the ad spend.
Yeah, just shoot me over what you have about that, and we can check on that. We are always open to search for new tools and new things that can help within our work.
Yeah. And currently, I mean, for the first 100 users, we are putting it for like, for free, uh, and, get to know the output from the users and make it better. Let's see
Hmm.
how it goes. And I'll definitely shoot you guys as well. And now let us talk about your time at network school, the most excited part for me.
Nice. Okay, let's go with that. Um, what you seen about my time in network school? Because I know that like I uploaded some videos about
Yes,
what was it and how was it.
exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
I've been trying to get into it, but I'm not finding the time of of my schedule to put that like 4 weeks of my time there. But the way they work, and I've been seeing the how they do everything and all. But I'll do this, like I'm planning to do this here at some point of time.
yeah, I highly recommend, because it's not like a holiday when you go there and you can't work or you can't focus. Actually, for me, it was a super focused period. I attended for October last year, and actually they had the Network State Conference at that time, and also they had the Token conference as well in Singapore. So like it was so many
Mm.
people there because of the conferences as well. Um, to just have everything in one place. And for me, it was super efficient that I woke up every day so early, and usually the other people are not. So for me, I had 2 golden hours when in the morning I've been able to sit down in the lobby, work a lot on my stuff. And after that 2 hours of work, I'm so extroverted. I had it down to the breakfast where everybody just woke up. So I had a really great, let's say, mastermind every morning with 6 or 10 different people sharing our thoughts about the businesses and what we are interested about. And from that, I just headed to the co-working, where we also had everything: the cafe, the food, the water, the Wi-Fi, everything for work. And as I just feel like I were just in my computer, and when I looked up, I seen other 50 people who's working on their own stuff. And every time of the day somebody's working because of the different time zones and different everything. So I felt myself
Yeah.
like I'm behind everyone, because I always seen somebody's work. So
Mm.
I just made 12-hour or more hours of working days. um, and actually, what we had in the weekends or in the weekdays, we just tried out so many new stuff. Like every time someone just uploaded something to Luma about a new sports event or a new anything that they can teach to you. So every time when I wanted to rest, I just went to try out a new sport, or try out a new hobby, or try out a new skill, or just we sat down and play chess with the others. So the whole experience, as you isolate yourself from everything else in the world, and you just focus on the healthy food, the healthy diet, the healthy lifestyle, and to work on something, it can more likely boost your everyday life instead of getting out from that. So I think that's a really great
The
thing that you
most
can
interesting part is when group 50 to 100 people, like-minded people, the same grit as you have to build something. It changes the whole vibe of the ecosystem, and it will help you to run faster and make things better.
do. Yeah,
And how was the network you have made there? How were the other founders, and like what they used to build, and what was that?
yeah. Actually, I seen like when I've been there, it was between 200 and 300 people there. And actually, what I felt is like in the first week, you start talking with nearly everyone. But I get bored on let me introduce myself to everyone about like what I'm doing, how I'm doing, da 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 da. So I started to just focus on what my hobbies or what I'm like to do. So I started to join into kind of these small groups within the Discord and also within personally as well. So I had the friends who we can go out to play tennis with. I had the friends who we
Right.
can go out and play volleyball with. I had the friends who we always in every morning went together to the co-working from the hotel. It's like a 5 minute walk, but it's a great
Right.
just trigger for you to have the people around you within these small groups. And with them, the great part was also to I made so many connections, and with some of them we met them in Bali, some of them we discussed that we would like to go to Rio together, and also just to have these connections around the world from these people who can help you out anytime and anywhere is just brilliant.
Nice.
So yeah, that was the experience for me mostly.
When is the right time, do you think, to give it a shot?
um I think it depends on your own schedule and life. For me, this time when I attended there, it was about like I made it as a combined trip. So I went there in October, then I went to Bali for November and December, and then I came back to Hungary for Christmas to visit my family. And right now I'm about to go back to Asia within a few weeks. So I think if you can just collect everything and put everything together, then it can work for you. It depends on the people. So I had friends who just attended for right now to January or February. So it depends on when and how you feel yourself about to do that. I think it's a great time when you don't have other conferences or other events, or when it's more chill and when you feel like self okay. For example, let's say you would like to lock in May, then you need to go there in May, or anytime when you feel yourself like you would like to isolate yourself from everything else in the world and just focus on your thing and to building that.
Any other, similar, kind of stuff you've been anywhere in the world like this?
Like this, I heard some places that is like similar than network school, because actually this network state thing is a thing actually. So like there's so many people who's started organizing their own network state, but the network school and how Balaji is doing the network school itself is something that is so pioneering. But you can find pop-up cities around the world where they just do this for 1 month or 2 months, or just make it in a smaller way, like in a hacker house. So you
Right.
can find different ways for that. There's a place called Edge City that is resonated with me. It's in a it's going to happen in Patagonia, I think. And then in another place, then in another place. It's a bit more artistic. So because of my graphic design mind, it's something that I can resonate
Nice.
with. In the network school, it's more about the crypto, the Web3, the AI, and this startup founding atmosphere. But
Yeah.
there are some other kind of hacker house, like so many of the YouTubers are doing this creator houses that is more focusing on videography, or just the concept itself. That I also, when I ended up in the network school, then in Bali we rented out a villa for five of us with some of my friends, who's
Yeah.
every of
Yeah.
them were building something with AI or something within their companies. And for that, the relation was like, just we knew each other, we wanted to train together, breathe together, eat together, work together, and do everything together. And just the concept of living together with like-minded people for a month or more, and just have a goal to go through something, and let everyone else just pushing you, is, I think, one of the best thing in the world that can happen with an entrepreneur.
Yeah. You can help out each other a lot. I mean, they'll be, see, building a company is like facing hurdles every day.
Yeah.
So, when you are alone, you feel like, where do you get the solution for that particular problem? When there's someone else who is facing that particular problem, he might faced it before or after. But
Yeah.
when you share it, it'll get easier for you to get the solution.
Yeah,
And I
actually,
think,
yeah, that's the same. Like, if if somebody around you just solved the problem that you have, you don't need to solve the problem. You just need to ask.
exactly. You don't
Exactly.
need to waste time. And
Yeah.
the whole agenda of my podcast are, with the founders in the industries, around the industries, so that, when you share thoughts and ideas in your industries, it can help other founders as well. So
Yes.
that, so, I'm trying to build that community, and hopefully, I can get a lot of, founders who have faced challenges and found solutions and built big in their industries.
Yeah, I think you are in a great way with that.
Thank you, man. And I would like to ask, what is the biggest problem as a founder you have faced building a company, and closing this episode, I want you to give a solution or a suggestion for the fellow founders or the youngsters and who wants to become a founder. Just your
Okay.
thought being building a
Mhm.
company.
Yeah. So right now, what I feel is, so like when I went through went out to network school, then to Bali. In that time of the last year, I started to travel a lot, and also as I before that as well. But it always rised and rised. But before that, I have had a time in my life when I just focused on building my business. And sorry. So what I experienced, and I seen in many of other founders and on myself as well, is that you start your business, you start focusing on the money, and let's make more money and more money and more money and more money and more money. And some some of the point, you start hooking this thing in yourself, like I will go and do something when I will make more money, then you will achieve this
Mm,
more money, then you will have the new hook, like, okay, if I will do two times more of this money, then I will go and have a week of holiday. But as you are a founder and as you are building a business, you will always have so many work to do.
yeah,
It can be a trap that you want to make your first $1,000, then you achieve that, then you would like to make your 3K, 5K, 10K, 20K, and as you have always there's going to be a bigger number, and you can so easily trap yourself into your room and just say no to everything and just building that. But it's so important to just remember why you started the whole thing. For me, it was the freedom, and I just realized that I can automate everything within my company. So like most of the things, and I don't need to work 8 hours a day. But if I have the inspiration for work 12 hours a day, like what I did in network school, but then when I headed to Bali, I just worked 4 or 6 hours a day, and then I lowered it down for 2 hours in December. And right now in January, I just worked a few hours within my agency. And next to that, I started to build an e-commerce brand with one of my co-founder, and also to just travel more and enjoy life more. And with
yeah.
lowering the work hours and you getting more and more rest and fun, then your brain will be able to just solve problems within the resting time instead of working more and more hard. But you just need to have these some thoughts. So I think that's one of the most common mistake that entrepreneurs can do, is that they just trap themselves into their businesses and just don't allow themselves to go on a holiday or go for do some great hobbies that they love to do. So that's
Ultimately, I think it boils down to focus and balance.
yes,
In being an entrepreneur, you burn out every day, but when you're not able to focus that burning out thing in a right cause, it'll it'll keep burning you and you'll not be working efficiently. I have faced that. I've been working every day 24 by 7 thinking about that. I used to not get solutions for anything I was thinking about. But when I kept, I would say a focus period of 4 hours and think only about that. And the other time I used to not think about anything. That used to give me a lot of solutions.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
it's balance and focus, two most important things in entrepreneurship. I don't believe in 24 by 7 hustle being an entrepreneur. I don't believe
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, in the first phases you can do that, and you are going
But
to do
yeah,
it much more faster, but you need to know when you start with this 24/7,
of the day.
or you need to know that like you would like to do that for 24/7. It's also totally okay, but for me, I needed to
Yeah,
realize that I'm not born for that. So like I right now
yeah,
I'm more interested about like make a backflip with the wakeboard instead of work 2 more hours in my business.
right. I mean, it comes down to his own strengths, but for me, it didn't work out. So yeah, I really resonate that with you, man. And I think thanks for your time, and we had a great conversation. And let's do, I mean, I think it was it took us 30 minutes, but I think we discussed very few elements. Let's do a part two as well in the future maybe.
Yeah,
And let's discuss about anything,
yeah.
man.
Thanks for having me, and have a beautiful day for you and for everyone who's seen that.
Yes, man. Have a great day and thank you for your time. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.